Yo, what's poppin' Poke Pals? Rare TCG here. Today I have a very special deck to showcase. This is my current favorite deck in the format right now, the United Wings deck. For those of you who don't know what United Wings does, there are four Pokemon. I mean, Rowlet kind of counts, but we'll get to that in a second. There's four Pokemon that have the United Wings attack, which this attack does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that has the United Wings attack. The reason why I say there's technically five is because Rowlet evolves into Dartrix, who is the one who has the United Wings attack. The reason why I play one copy of Rowlet is because there's a lot of Pokemon right now that are weak to grass, so if we really needed that Dartrix to come out and play, we got him with the one Rowlet. So essentially what you want to do is you want to try and get 15 out of your 16 United Wingers in the discard pile so that you are hitting for 300 damage. We also play 4 copies of Brave Bangle, which allows to hit for 330 if we have all 15 in the discard pile, which means we could knock out essentially anything we want. Now, how are we getting these Pokemon in the discard pile, you may ask? Great question for those of you who have never seen United Wings. We play one copy of Squawkabilly, which has the Squawk and Seize ability, which, for those of you who don't know, on your first turn, going first or second, you can use this ability to discard your entire hand and draw 6 cards. We also play 4 copies of Carmine, which if you are going first, you are allowed to use this supporter because supporters are normally not allowed to be used on the first turn. You discard your entire hand and draw 5 cards. We also play the Brilliant Blender as our ace spec, which literally just allows us to look through our deck, find 5 cards we don't want, and throw them in the discard pile. Usually it's Dartrix, unless it's like a Charizard EX deck that we're going against. Then you don't want to do that. We play 1 copy of Penny to retrieve that Squawkabilly and keep it a 1 prize bench. We also play 4 copies of Professor's Research so that we can discard our hand and draw 7 cards. And we play 2 copies of Explorer's Guidance, which allows us to look at the top 6 cards of our deck, put 2 of them in our hand, and throw the other 4 away. We have 6 energy, all dark energy, because our main attacker in this deck is Murkrow. He has the United Wings attack for only 1 energy, whereas Flamigo here needs 2 and Wattrel needs 2. The only 2 who don't need 2 energy are Murkrow and Dartrix, but Dartrix is a stage 1, so he gets a little flaky when it comes to trying to set him up. So your main attacker is Murkrow. And finally, we have Shaymin, who protects our bench from Grimmsnarl. He unfortunately doesn't protect us from Dragapult because, you know, Dragapult's just Dragapult. But he's good for things like Grimmsnarl. He's good for things like Wellspring, Ogerpon, EXs like that. So that's pretty much the build. I have had much success with this deck. This is my all-time favorite deck right now in the format. So let's hop on the ladder and see how it goes. Alright, so here we are in our first match. We are going first. I lost the coin flip, but our opponent was kind enough to let us go first. Alright, so I'm going to put my Wattrel down because that's all I can really do. Unfortunately, because we are going first, I cannot really discard my hand unless I do one of these. We get rid of Dartrix. Let's get rid of one of these. I am unfortunately going to be losing some good cards. And we prized our Squawkabilly. Don't you just love that, guys? You know what? Let's get Flamigo going. We could set him up. I know he has 2 energy, but if you're going first and you got him, you might as well. He has the Insta-Flock ability, which allows him to search his deck for 3 more Flamigos, and that's pretty much it. We also play Beach Court. That's my stadium of choice because, well, it's got a Flamigo on it, which is thematic, but also allows my basic Pokemon to have 1 less retreat cost. So, considering every United Wingers has a retreat cost of 1, they can all freely retreat amongst themselves. And I don't have to risk bench space with Latias, so that's always great. It looks like we're going up against Dragapult here, the one Pokemon that Shaymin cannot protect us against, so that's wonderful, isn't it, guys? Alright. However, they have not put down a second bench Pokemon yet. Or rather, a first bench Pokemon. They haven't put down a second Pokemon yet. So, if they are evolving into their... No, they can't evolve, it's their first turn. They're just going to attack. Okay, so... If I could set up this Flamigo right now, we could donk him real quick. Oh yeah, we donked him. We're donking. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's do this. Pop this down. Nice and nice. Let's get this energy down. And guess what, guys? We just won. Listen, it's not the most consistent deck, but when it works, hey, I mean, look at that. That match was 2 minutes long. Holy cannoli. You'll love to see it. Also, you guys like my my card sleeves? Got all the birds on it for United Wingers. Woo, let's go! First game in the books. All right, here we go. Game 2. I know a lot of people... Oh, look at this. We got Squawkabilly in the... Oh, my good golly, Miss Molly. This is what you want to see right now, folks. Put that Squawk down. This is what you want to see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. I'm about to show you how good this deck can rock right now. So, I know a lot of people have been playing United Wings with... Pecharunt and making it into like a donk kind of deck, but I played it for a little bit. It wasn't a bad idea, but it's very risky in that regard. So we're gonna insta-flock right now. Let's get ourselves, hopefully none of them are prized. Good, none of them are prized. Then we are going to put down an Ultra Ball, bing boom, like that. Let's get ourselves another Wattrel just to discard. And then we're gonna Ultra Ball again, bing boom. And let's get ourselves another Murkrow on the bench. And then we're going to do one of these. Maybe we can get a Carmine off of this. Let's see. We don't get the Carmine, but we do get the energy. That's what I'm looking for. We get the Earthen Vessel, so we can dig a little more and get rid of a Dartrix. And bada bing, bada boom. That was my first turn, guys. Too bad I can't attack. Look, I'm already doing 140 damage on my first turn. That's insane. This deck, when it works, and I love it so much. Those of you who don't know, I started playing the TCG when I was 18 years old. It was back at the tail end of Black and White, beginning of X and Y. So I don't remember the name of the set that came out. I just remember Mega Lucario was like the pack that I always bought. I don't know why I always bought that pack. And my starting deck, like the first deck, back when they used to do theme decks, they don't do those anymore. You can't find them anymore. But back when they used to do theme decks, I bought the Joltik for Alligator theme deck, and that Joltik had a move called Night March, which functions identical to United Wings. So I've always been a fan of this archetype, this style of play, where you just like discard a bunch of Pokemon that have the same attack and then they just build on each other. I love that archetype, I do. So I'm so happy that it's become like a trope with the card game, that like every generation they have a new form of Night March, and this generation's is United Wings. So I can't wait to see what Gen 10's is. I know before this they had Tea Time, I think it was called, with Poltegeist and Bunnelby and Dedenne. It was supposed to be like an Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, but it had the exact same attack. And then for Gen 7, they had Lost March, which was Night March, but instead of doing things in the discard pile, you had to put it into the Lost Zone. I cannot for the life of me remember who was a part of that deck. I remember Trumbeak was involved because like he helped you get Pokemon to the Lost Zone, and I remember there was Jumpluff, who was an attacker, but I don't remember how the attacking went for that. I'm just going to Carmine here. There's no reason for me to keep that hand. We do get an energy. I'm going to pop that there, and we're just going to swing for 160 and take out this Cleffa. Boom. Yeah, so we are moving and grooving right now, folks. Unfortunately, this is Dragapult, which is our worst matchup because, you know, it's Dragapult. It's everybody's worst matchup. Unfortunately, the only way that we could protect ourselves from bench snipes from Dragapult is with Rellor, and this deck just does not have the space for a Rellor. In hindsight, you could potentially get rid of the Explorers, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who uses the Explorer. Like, I've seen many iterations of United Wings, and none of them ever use the Explorer. I'm like the first and only person who uses them. I don't know why that is, but I am. Also, Rellor is kind of annoying because it is a stage 1, so trying to get it set up is a little hectic at times. Did we get rid of our Rowlet, speaking of hectic? We did not. Okay, so Rowlet is still in the deck. And it looks like they want to get this Charizard up and rolling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and dig for this Rowlet and try to get myself a Dartrix. And that way we can get this going. They are going to put up a Pidgeot, which isn't bad. That means I need 14? Yeah, 14 United Wingers in the discard pile. Or 13 with the Brave Bangle. And right now we only have 8. But once this Murkrow goes down, that's going to be 9. So we're already halfway there. Right now my opponent is doing Charizard stuff and they're just setting up their entire deck in one turn, because that's what Charizard does. Ideally what I would like... Oh, they're going to counter catch here. That's fine, because we do have a retreat cost of 1, and if I can get Penny, which is not ideal, but if I can get Penny. Alright, let's put Rowlet down, because we do want to get Dartrix going. I would have loved to have bossed up this Dragapult, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen. This is why we play a copy of Pal Pad. And there's the Penny that I needed, but I don't have it now. So you know what? Let's just attach retreat. That's what we're going to do. Attach, retreat. And we did get the Dartrix. So if they did, in fact, happen to get their Charizard set up, we had an answer for it. Nice. Right? Let's see what we get off the prizes. We get an Arven. Not great, but it is what it is. So next turn, I'm definitely going to Penny and get this Squawkabilly off the bench, because that is a 2-prizer that is just up for the taking for them. All right, I'm gonna mute myself now because I feel like I've been talking too much and I'm rambling and I'm saying too much. So I'll let this go and then I'll catch you guys when their turn is over. Yeah, they just bossed up our Squawkabilly. They got the Dragapult going. This is exactly why I usually play Penny, but now we're going to lose 3 prize cards, which... that's a real pain in the thorn. Wait, what? There's a real thorn in my backside. I went to say pain in the rear end and thorn in my backside at the same time, and it turned out to be that's a real thorn in my back. Alright. They are going to take out the one with the Brave Bangle attached. Not a bad idea. Yeah, this is literally our worst matchup. Grimmsnarl's not as bad as Dragapult because we could do something against that. But let's see what we can do here. Let's get a Pal Pad because I want to get some bosses back. And let's get the Brave Bangle. So we could do a little extra damage to this Dragapult. Not that it matters because I want to get that back. And let's get that back. Okay. And do I want to evolve this Rowlet? You know what? I think I am, just so it has a little more HP, and I have a second attacker on the bench waiting. Because you never know. Alright, this Penny is now useless to us, so let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of the Arven. We're just going to Professor's Research next turn. Let's get... I know it doesn't mean anything, but let's just get it out of the deck, so we can draw into better cards. Oh, did not mean to do that. 210, not bad. But not enough, unfortunately. It's so dumb that Shaymin doesn't protect. Prevents all damage to your bench Pokemon that don't have rule boxes by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Pokemon EXs and Vs have rule boxes. So I understand why this doesn't count. Put 6 damage counter because it's putting damage counters, but it's still ineffective in attack. All damage done to your bench from the attacks by either. I don't know, man. I don't know. I never found that wording to be successful. You know what I mean? This is just Dragapult doing Dragapult things, and of course I've run into a Dragapult. Honestly, like, Shaymin should just protect everybody. Like, Manaphy didn't protect against Dragapult. Jirachi didn't protect against Dragapult. Shaymin, like, is there any mythical that protects against Dragapult? Like, can we just rotate this card out already? It's annoying. It's not healthy for the card game right now. It's really not. And here we go. All right. Well, we're gonna get a prize off of that, which I do like that. Hopefully, it's a Murkrow. It is not a Murkrow. How many energies do I have in the discard? I have 3, and this is about to be 4, so there's still 2 left in the deck. It's an uphill, but oh no, wait, I think we just lose here. Yeah, because they're down to 2 prize cards. They're gonna go down to 1 prize card, and I cannot set up this Flamigo right now. I have, or they're just gonna boss up my Flamigo and take out my. Wow, that's even worse. Hopefully, I could get my beach court off of this professor's research. Otherwise, it's kind of GG's. They're gonna Night Stretcher for what? I don't know. For Charmander, right? Yeah, because you really need that, right? Yeah. That Charmander's so pivotal to your victory right now, mister. Yep. Don't mind me. Honestly, I might just add Lively Stadium to this deck. That way, my basics can survive stupid Dragapult. Because it sucks if they all have 60 HP except for Flamigo. And there's the defeat. Yep. Okay. Moving on to the next match. Okay, here we are in game 3. I just noticed something. The first game we donked a Dragapult, and then the second game we got destroyed by a Dragapult. So it all depends on how fast you can set up and how well your opponent sets up, essentially. Right now this is not the best setup because we're starting with Flamigo, which is like one of the worst starts you could have. But I am going to attach an energy and just Carmine and hope for the best. I am going to miss out on an energy, but that's okay. Here we go. Carmine. Get rid of this hand. It's kind of dead. We'll put the Shaymin down, and we'll call it a day. Alright, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible start. Did not have my Squawk. I had a Carmine, but it had nothing good to discard, and my Flamigo was in the active, which is not... Oh, it's Ceruledge! Okay. We could totally do something with this. We could totally do something with this. I am not mad at this at all. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to get rid of the Dartrix, because he's no good to us. Wow. Oh, look at you! A day late and $1 short. I don't want you. Let's just put an energy down. I don't want to insta-flock. I really don't want to do that. Dartrix is in there, and there's an energy in there. So we're just going to swing for 20. Yeah. Oh boy, this is a bad start. We do have the Explorer's Guidance, so hopefully we can use that to get us some Ultra Balls, get rid of these Wattrels, and then we could start getting the ball rolling. I have also thought about using Zoroark and Zoroark with this deck, but it's like, if you use Zoroark, the problem with that then becomes he's a 2. Oh, he's just gonna. Okay. Cool. So let's see, what do we want? Let's get a Carmine, and let's get this. Yeah, we want to get rid of those guys. Okay. And then we're just gonna attack for 60, and then next turn we'll Carmine these guys away. So thankfully my opponent's having a hard time setting up. Fun fact, if you are playing a Ceruledge deck, you want to put Salvatore in there, because Salvatore allows you to evolve your Charcadet turn 1, and oh, they're just going to attach pass again. Very nice. This is amazing. Let's use this to get Murkrow, because we want to get Murkrow on the bench. Start setting him up, and then I want to do this, get myself an energy, attach it to the Murkrow. And then I'm going to, let's see, that's 3, so that's 60 more. So that's 120, 130. He's just shy. So that's why I don't want to play this beach court. So if I play that and I don't knock him out, it's kind of, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Just going to do this real quick. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's why I love the addition of the Brave Bangle to this deck. Okay, we got 2 more United Wingers. And we are in a fantastic position right now. My opponent is just having the... Oh, they finally got their research. Yeah, wow, they had a horrible hand. That was terrible. Okay, they finally got their Cerulege cooking. Let's see. Let's see what this does for them. I already have my Murkrow in the back ready to go. So I could just put him down and then put an energy down and then just discard the rest. He doesn't even knock out the Flamigo. That's crazy. Hold on here. I gotta do some quick math. It's 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 and 150. Don't tell me. Not enough. That's what it is. It's not enough. I can tell you that much. So we're not even gonna do that. So we're just gonna do this. We get the Brilliant Blender. We say goodbye to these guys. Don't show me this again. And we're gonna put this here. We're gonna put this here. And we're gonna hit for 270 on the nose. Goodbye. Love this deck so much. My boy's been trying to get me to go to an actual TCG tournament. And if I actually go, I am definitely going with my United Wings deck because I just love it that much. So if I do happen to go, I will obviously record it and put it on the channel, of course, and let you guys know how I go. But all right, he's going to try and set up again. It might be too little too late for you, my friend. He does have the... See, again, nope, he's just going to concede. Beautiful. If he had the Salvatore, he could have set up the Cerulege right then and there, but he did not. Let's move on to the next match. Here we are in Game 4. Wow. Wow. This is a hand. People, I cannot stress how good this hand is. And we are going second. All right, it looks like we are doing a Giovanni deck. Which, actually, not Giovanni deck. Oh my god. Team Rocket deck. I saw Giovanni and that was it. Which, funny enough, is actually tomorrow's video. Tomorrow I'm doing a one-prize Team Rocket deck, and I'm going to showcase that. Let you guys take a look at that. Alright, so they are putting down Mewtwo. They're weak to dark, aren't they? Oh my god, I might just donk this Mewtwo right now. Oh my god, I might donk this Mewtwo right now. Guys. 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 No way. No way. Oh my god. There's no way. There's actually no way. Oh my god. This, I'm glad I went to another game. This is showing. It's crazy. Oh my god, I love this deck so much. This is so funny. Oh my god, please, I hope you stuck around for the end of this video. I really do. This was hysterical. That was just 200 damage raw on turn 1, which turned into 400 because of weakness. That was literally the greatest setup. I could not have asked for a better setup. I really couldn't. I did not get rid of a boss. Okay. I really wish I had a boss, though. Let's see what I want to do here. Let's put this here. And then let's just swing for 200 on this Tarantula. Yeah, no. This is gone. This is game. I smell a consent. If they don't concede, they're a real one. If they don't concede right now, they are the realest player ever. Oh my god, I can't wait to show you guys. There it is. I knew it was coming. Oh my god. So sorry for that guy. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Oh. Wow. All right. And look, we rank up again to Eternatus. That is the best way to finish this video. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Please, please, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more fun videos like this. And until next time, peace.